than a year now, KTVU's Paul Chambers has hosted Barbershop Forums. The discussions are meant to help bridge the gap between the public and law enforcement. And the conversations have covered 3 counties and 6 different Bay Area cities.
Paul shows us the group's first anniversary celebration, which they use to give back to the community as the movement prepares for next year.
It was a celebration to honor and give back to the community. As the Barbershop Forum turned 1, more than 100 people showed up because these men and women have worked tirelessly to bridge the gap between law enforcement and citizens. Because in this room, there's no divide.
It's community first. Law enforcement officers are community. We're community first. They just put on their uniforms and that's their job.
The road here was tough.
When I first attended it, I didn't have the slightest idea what I was attending.
Neither did we. The first Barbershop Forum took place on October 24th, 2016 at Masters Barbershop in San Leandro. At that time, there were roughly 40 people in attendance.
I'm Jerry Elster. I'm formerly incarcerated, first of all. I did 27 years.
That was Jerry Elster. Last year during that forum, he was upset and stormed out because he felt the conversation favored law enforcement.
We got an argument, a disagreement, a heated one, because you got up and walked out.
What happened in the initial workshop, I needed that. I needed that to show, first of all, to humble me.
From that dialogue, we all grew together.
The second one that I attended, all the curtains came down. It opened up because I realized I was amongst people.
Law enforcement, citizens, and those who were once in jail and are now free, which this group refers to as returning citizens.
I've never expected it to be this big and so integrated with the community and the members, the returning citizens and law enforcement all together, speaking the same dialogue.
I never thought that our returning citizens would come back into our communities and play such an important role in bridging the gap between us and the community.
The group's slogan is "Together we are one." But building relationships through dialogue wasn't easy.
The conversation has to be real, and can be difficult.
What percentage of the force are products of Oakland?
Like this debate at our 3rd forum at Station Barbershop in Oakland.
95% are police officers. You have about 5% that are pigs. Those are the ones that cause all the ill light on the rest of the good officers.
I disagree with your statistic.
That dialogue was tense and uncomfortable for some. Since then, the man says his viewpoint has changed somewhat, and that discussion was very necessary.
I took those words personally because I am in this profession and I don't believe that to be true. At the same time, that was his perspective on law enforcement, and so I had to respect that.
As the group worked to make a change in the community, forum members, including myself, were honored by the Alameda County District Attorney for giving back. In several cities, Richmond, Hayward, Antioch, and San Francisco all played host to 11 forums in 3 different counties.
It's an open dialogue. There's nothing that's off limits. You can say, you can ask any question.
I even held a mini forum at the request of a teacher at De La Salle High School who was teaching his students about criminal justice. Some even attended our forums. However, in August, we changed it up a little bit from a forum to a town hall, giving the public the chance to take their concerns and issues directly to the leaders in law enforcement, the court systems, and lawmakers.
I have actually witnessed members in this room, people who have been coming to the Barbershop Forum, change attitude.
I learned another way of how to approach that, right? And say, well, okay, if I leave the conversation, then there is no resolution.
But the biggest accomplishment by the forum may be one you never saw on television. In October, the forum went to San Francisco Juvenile Hall, where we met this teen.
I don't like the police. Don't talk to me through the police. I don't mess with the police, period.
During that forum, the ice began to break for Joy.
Most of these people are African American. I got the opportunity to see that all my people could change and that they could do more than just be delinquents or in prison.
Other members of the forum decided to reach out and mentor teens who were at risk.
I stayed in contact with her, and I'm her mentor now. I went and visited her last weekend, and I plan to make this a long-lasting relationship.
That's why the 1-year anniversary was so important. Local restaurants donated food.
When the opportunity came up to be able to support the 1-year anniversary of this amazing forum, we thought it would be a great way to extend Salute's gratitude towards the community.
The rest of the food, freshly cooked on the grill by Barbershop Forum member Kazim, was purchased by members of the Barbershop Forum.
Yeah.
who wanted to express their thanks to those who believed in the movement as the forums continue building trust, solution-based with community involvement.
That's the one thing we want to stress. It's all about community.